Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Home and Hearth Living. Today is the electric fence day, so we're gonna get the electric fence up, and we've got some poles to go around the chicken wire fence here, and we've got to put the unit up, and that's gonna go just over there. Hopefully we can get it into an area of full sun. Unfortunately, it's kind of tree fed back here, so. Oh really? Apparently the roosters are now starting to crow as well, and Sophie's not impressed. So today's going to be a lot of easy work. It's about, at this point, putting the post in the ground, getting the solar charger up and going, and then putting these in the ground. And it's really quite simple. These are just pushed in, so then they shouldn't take too much effort. They even have little rubber tips on, and that's how easy it's going to go in once you take these off. We're going to be having rooster stew soon. Okay, let's get at it, and we'll start to get this stuff done. Going to make a little noise on a Sunday morning. So this is the unit that we're going to be using. It's for, it's a solar unit, and it will basically do 40 acres. We have less than 150 feet, so there should be no problems with it. Even if we had some vegetation or something touching it, it should be pretty good. So it's, the instructions say to mount it on the T-pole. We're going to try it. We may go to a different type of mounting solution in the future, but we'll see what happens with this. It's not going to be up all winter because, well, snow and ice and rain and stuff like that. So the first thing we're going to do is just mount this pole. So the pole needs, because it's a T-pole, it needs to be pointed in the right direction. And I've got my persuader here. We're just gonna pound it in. Not too big of a challenge here. It's pretty easy ground to get through. And really all this is supposed to do is slide on like this. And then it sits there like that. And that's all there is to it. It's a pretty straightforward system. It's got a red knob and a green knob. The green knob goes to a ground pole, which is right there. So the next thing is to get this grounding rod in. You can see the little green thing hanging here. This is going to be connected to the grounding rod. And so I guess the first step is to start putting it in the ground. And that was easy. I guess the next part is we're going to connect the grounding strap. Now this comes with a little grounding clamp. I don't know how good it is or how long it's going to stay on here. We may go to a different style. most likely go to a different style. I'm gonna go right down onto the pat. So we're gonna zap strap these up so it stays there. Okay, the next piece is going to be putting in the posts for around the fence. So we want to get these as close to the fence as possible without actually touching the fence. And it's going to be that easy. This in, and what this is going to do is give us the place to put the electrical wire in these slots. So we'll have to come back and trim up this area. Because this stuff won't be able to stay where it is. Still got some cleanup to do back here. Just some old logs and stuff back. You helping, Sophie? One thing about these plastic stakes, they have a tendency to bend if they're left in the sun on a curved surface. So that one going around corners. Another straight one, but we don't have so many that we can just ignore what we've got to put together. So appreciate the neighbor deciding it's time to do his lawn right when we start videoing. What are you doing, filming person?
Look at her looking at me.
Sophie. Are we good? Camera person has a fascination with chickens, methinks. And last but not least, I think we're gonna stop it here. Just because I don't want anybody to get hurt who comes in, looks at the chickens or... And there we go. That is the first part of getting this whole coop wired. So the plan is that we're going to do 2 loops, one at a low level, some that probably down at the bottom, and then one sort of midway up. And what that'll do is get the bigger animals that try and climb onto the fence, as well as some of the smaller animals that might be trying to dig under. So that's the first step. So let's get this area cleaned out so we can get the electric fence in. So. So that's pretty much all we really need to do right now. We are going to come back and clean out this area, probably in springtime. Probably in springtime, so. Okay, on to the next step, which is getting the cable run in the 2 directions, and should be interesting. So here we have some electric fence wire. It's a poly metal blend, so it has the metal strands in the poly, with poly, so it'll last a little while. And so what we're doing is we've put the really bent stake and another stake over by the electric generator, and we're just going to bring it over from there on the very top and bring it over to our first corner post that we're concerned about, and bring it down into the bottom loop from there. So hopefully when we come back this way, it won't be too much of a problem. So we're just going to loop through all of these. And where we have a situation like this, we may have to move something out here so that it's away from the fence. So in this case, I have to move this out so that it's not touching on the metal. And as you can see, it's still touching there. So move it out a little bit further. And then when it's tight, it's not touching. And we're gonna have to do something about the other side as well. So that may mean we bring this side out, because it can't touch this metal fence. That should be good. And as you can see, it's now not touching that fence. I'm gonna have to go back over here and tie this off. So that there's some tension on the backside. It's just pulling free, so. This is really quick to get done. So we're coming around here to the last pieces. So on this last one, we're gonna go around the bottom. Oops. Around the bottom part here, and then loop it back in if we can. There, because we're going to come back up here and go through the third one, so you can see that. And then we're going to bring this over here, and this is where we're ending this, is on this post here. And we'll cut and tie this off. So that's really all there is to this electric fence. We're not testing it, right? We don't lick the finger and touch the fence. That'd be a bad thing. So thank you very much, everybody, for watching this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. It's the last piece of the chicken thing until we can get the electricity in, and then we'll put some other pieces into the coop. So thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you soon.